obviously nobody's wanted to make a video bashing Nokia because Nokia suing Apple just isn't interesting. But for some reason, when Apple is involved, it becomes interesting, you know. And I think that's really interesting in itself about Apple. How when all of a sudden they're involved with something, it automatically becomes good or evil, and people take sides. Okay, but like I said, with Nokia suing over 10 patents, nobody's took a side. Nobody cares that Nokia is suing them. As far as most people are concerned, Nokia has the right to protect their patents. You know, multi-touch is patented, people. Apple has a right to protect their multi-touch. He says a lot of things in here that is true, like Apple tried to sue Microsoft in the early days about their UI and stuff. But this smartphone, the way the iPhone works, it's not like a OS. It's not generalized like that. I mean, it is an OS, but it's not as generalized as a desktop UI. I don't think, because Windows kind of worked different. It had the same look and feel, but the way it worked was different, you know, fundamentally, I think. I mean, I'm having a hard time conveying this in words. You know, you can't patent the steering wheel, okay? You can't patent of a vehicle on the car. You can't patent the steering wheel and say, oh, that's mine, and go out and sue anybody that puts a steering wheel in their car. That's not what this is about. Well, you know, look at the Safari and the browsers. They all copied tabs off of Opera, you know? Well, I say, too bad Opera didn't patent tabs. If they had put a patent on tabs, then maybe things would be different today, right? Did they do that? I don't know. It's just something that come to my brain. It's not that generalized. I've looked at some of these patents, and some of these patents are out there. Some of them that they're throwing against the wall are kind of out there, but there's a few of them that are really legitimate concerns that Apple should be needing to try to protect here. To say all 20 patents are just bullshit really shows me that whoever says that really hasn't went through and read all the patents, because there's a few questionable ones in there that might stick. Like the slide to unlock. The slide to unlock thing is one that they're suing over. Now, come on, people. Why do they have to copy Apple gesture, timing? I mean, why do they have to copy them? Couldn't they figure out a different way to unlock their screens besides doing it the exact same way Apple is? Come on, guys. This is a totally new field here. Put some innovation into it. Swipe up. Swipe vertical instead of horizontal. Swipe from corner to corner. Make a circle in the screen to unlock it, or draw an X to unlock it. A check. Anything but the exact same gesture and graphics and bar across the bottom as Apple. Come on, guys. It's just not gonna. To me, it's not gonna fly. I read a comment. Let's see. To paraphrase, it said, well, "Why are you people like this defending theft? Why are you defending theft? Apple developed it, spending billions of dollars developing it. Now along comes Google and copies everything and saving a bunch of money in the process. And people say it's okay? Come on, guys, the swipe to unlock? They couldn't have done nothing no different. They had to copy it exactly. Now, I don't care if this shit holds up in a court of law or not. Something has to be said. Something has to be said about them taking something that Apple has R&D'd for years and years and years, investing millions and billions of dollars in, and they just take it, reverse engineer it, or whatever you call it, and do the same exact fucking thing. And I know that's how it works. That's how it works, okay? But Apple trying to protect their patents isn't stifling innovation at all. It's encouraging it, okay? It encourages innovation. Anybody who says Apple, while suing over these patents, is just stifling innovation is dumb. They're not stifling innovation. They're stifling people copying what they've already done, what they've already innovated. Here, don't copy what we've done. Innovate something truly new, okay? So we're going to sue you for copying us. So maybe if we get these patents, maybe if we sue you and it works out, you'll have to fucking innovate something, because you won't be able to copy us anymore. You know, if Apple upholds these patents, it will be great, because people will have to innovate and actually come up with a better product for people to want it over the iPhone. As of yet, they're just using the exact same features the iPhone's got, you know? I mean, don't you people see this? Are you blind? Are you blind? Why? I'm not saying that Google or whoever it is doesn't have the right to make a phone that works like the iPhone or the iPod. But what I'm saying is, why would they? Because somebody else has already done all the work. That's why. That's exactly why. It's already been established. Oh, people want this, so let's make what people want. You see, you can't give people what they want, because by the time a company makes it and produces it, the people won't want it anymore. Okay? So what people do is they piggyback on companies like Apple. Okay? And that swiping thing, patent that they're suing over, the swiping, that's just one example. There's a few really good ones in there that's really questionable that Apple needs to try to protect on this. This is wrong. He says in his video that the iPhone is a monopoly. I'm sorry, ThisiThis. The iPhone is not a monopoly. And for anyone to suggest that it's even close to a monopoly makes me wonder your motivation behind bashing Apple. That's just a blatant disregard of the facts. The iPhone is not a monopoly. If you don't like the iPhone, choose Palm Pre. Choose Android. Any number of smartphones out there with any number of OSs, with any number of app stores. The iPhone is anything but a monopoly. So anybody who thinks Apple does not have the right to protect their patents, I think are bitter Apple haters. And if they had the choice, they would get rid of their Apple and get a PC. That's what I think. Just like Vicious Dave probably would sell his Mac and get a PC if he could, I think. Maybe not. And it sounds like to me ThisiThis is kind of getting the PC itch again, you know, which kind of shows me people's true colors, that they were just in it because it was cool at the beginning. You get into the Macs and get all, yeah, this is great, and then it kind of wears off. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it helps me realize who the true Apple diehards are. After 2, 3, 4 years, if people are still all Apple, I know, hey, these guys are fucking Apple purists. He's been with Apple for this many years, and he's had problems, but he still kept faith in them. But when people come along like this, where they're great on Apple in the beginning, and then slowly as time goes by, they start kind of nitpicking at Apple a little bit here and there, and then they start coming out with videos kind of disagreeing with Apple, and then they really start bashing Apple, and they get a PC. You know, because they got some big idea in their head that they want to build some gaming rig or something, and then they're going to get their gaming rig and all their parts at home, and they're going to be like, what the fuck did I do this for? This is stupid. I want my Mac back. But this is not a video to ThisiThis. I mean, he did make a video to me. Respect ThisiThis. He's always been a friend of mine on web. I hope that we can disagree like this and still be respectful towards one another and not be upset with one another or get mad at one another. I always welcome any conversation with ThisiThis. He's a very intelligent individual. So this is by no means an attack on his character, his intelligence, or anything like that. I'm just completely disagreeing with him here, like he has disagreed with me. And you know, people have the right to do that. Lord knows people disagree with me. Shit, far, you know. If people didn't disagree with me, I'd hate to see the state of the world, you know. Because sometimes I have some out there ideas, but this Apple versus HTC, I'll admit, of the 20 patents, some of them are kind of frivolous, but there are a few that look legit, and Apple needs to protect its property, guys. You can't just let people get away with this shit. Come on, let's see some innovation, you know? Not some imitation, please. OS 10, brother.